Hey there viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Legacy Evolution Deadeye Duel 2-pack, which consists of Kaskade and Javelin. Now, who the hell are these characters? Well, apparently they're from the rebooted IDW series. Well, Javelin was in the original IDW comics as well, but this seems to be based on a rivalry from the rebooted IDW series. So, yeah. And this is from the Amazon exclusive pre-war line, which never Prime came from, so I guess it makes sense why these two are in this, because of course, it's the pre-war subline, and the rebooted IDW comics took place during the lead up to the Great War, so... But well, let's just look at the box for these two. And we got quite a unique box. I mean, this kind of looks like a fighting game scene, like... I mean, I'm getting serious Street Fighter vibes from this, or Mortal Kombat. I mean... And they're actually bringing back this Versus thing for the recently shown 4-pack with Prime Cliff Jumper, Tarantulas, Cyberverse Tard, and freaking Squeeze Play! I definitely cannot wait to get that. But yeah, they're bringing back this Versus thing for United, so yeah. We can see that we got Kaskade here, or a Centicon Kaskade. I'll explain that later. And we got Senate Guard Autobot Javelin, just rolls off the tongue. This side we just got more of a Kaskade right there. The other half, it's got this side of the Evolution mural, of course. The back, we got them in both modes. And just like with another Prime, if I can show this, this opens like a freaking loot crate, and the figures are just in there, packed in tissue. So yeah. So that's pretty much it for the box. So let's move on to the two figures, because as stated, this is a 2-pack. And well, these two are actually retools of Siege Chromia and Studio Series Bumblebee Movie RC. Yes, they've done something, like, this figure has done something I've never seen before. Put a Studio Series movie figure in the Legacy line, because sure, we've got Studio Series 86 figures in Legacy before, but and never a figure from one of the films. Like, this was originally RC from the Bumblebee film, so you'd expect us to see, this with like Brawn, Wheeljack, and Ratchet, for crying out loud. I mean, seriously, I don't think they've ever done this before. Like, retool one of the Movieverse figures in Studio Series for the other line, like a War of Cybertron or a Studio Series Legacy. Sorry, it's really warm, so my brain's getting fried. So I think this is the first time that they've done this. And Kaskade is just a Siege retool, so I don't think you knew there. Well, let's start off by looking at Kaskade, and I think with Kaskade, we never actually saw her real body. So, yeah. We never saw her full-on body in the comics, so why didn't we make a figure of her? I don't know, but just an easy retool, I guess. But this is my first time with the Chromia figure, and first impressions, I mean, I kind of like the vehicle mode. So, just looking at it, I do really like the detailing on the side here. course, we got a port here. Got one on the side here, one right on top. I'm pretty sure on the original Chromia release, this was translucent plastic, but here it's now just opaque. Of course, this is just the chest, and right around the back, things start to fall apart to the visible hands. Because, yeah, as people have said, this reuses engineering from the Power to Prime's fembot mold, so, people are kind of sick of seeing this thing. So, yeah. And the underneath is where things kind of fall apart, because those are some legs. And yeah, the legs don't really transform. Come to think of it, this is more just a shell former. Because, like, this is just a huge shell that goes on top. The arms are right there. The only bit of transformation, aside from the panels and the shell, is, like, turning the waist, orientating the arms, and, like, moving the head around. So, yeah. But I still really like the vehicle mode and the, I guess, G2 breakdown-esque colors that we've got here. Now, let's talk about the more interesting one. Let's talk about Javelin. Because, as I said, this is a retool of Bumblebee movie RC. So, for the first time, possibly ever, we've got a retool of one of the, like, not just Bumblebee movie-verse figures in Legacy. Because, of course, we don't really see movie figures in Legacy because we've got Studio Series for that. And the movie figures just have a completely different style to them compared to the other figures in Legacy. So the fact that they did this is just... I mean, it's crazy. But, yeah, just looking at this... I mean, right off the bat, we've got a visible hand right there, which I think I forgot to flip in. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, once again, we've got visible hand syndrome. In fact, the entire chest is just visible right at the back. But, I mean, this is a Cybertronian bike, so we could just use that excuse. Oh, it's meant to look like that, but still, the hands are right there. But, well, the front here, actually, like, this actually gives me Tron vibes. Just how the wheels look. I mean, the back wheels are just these, but seriously, I love how the front wheels look on this. I mean, more slides than rolls, but still, like, this looks really, like, this is amazing. Like, compared to this box on wheels, I think Javelin definitely has the better alternate mode. And see, this thing just left me speechless. Because, I mean, keep in mind, this is a mold that has been used multiple times. Because it's been Chromia, it's been Nightbird, it's been this character that, like, it's even been used in Power to Prime, so, like, not this mold, but the engineering of it. Whereas this is its first retool. And, well, Varsi, like, she wasn't meant to transform in Bumblebee, so, well, the Bumblebee film, but, like, so the fact that we got this amazing alternate mode is just, seriously, I think they knocked out onto the park with this, so, yeah. So, I think Javelin definitely wins in the vehicle mode department. Now, moving on to the accessories. Well, starting off with Kaskade here. Of course, she has the same accessories that Chromia came with. If I can actually get them all, because she has quite a few. So we got these two Pepsi cans, I guess. Of course, I'm meant to be like a grenade, but still. Got this little pea shooter. Got this, I guess, extension. And we got a barrel for the gun, so it could be like a sniper rifle. And you can combine these in several ways, but there's been other reviews that show that, so I'm just going to do one of them. So, yeah. This can combine to form a huge sniper rifle. And you can attach the guns on, like onto the side, if I could do that. Pretty sure these can go on the side. Oh, yeah, there we go. Just on the bit where this goes. And it turns out I'm stupid because that slot there is smaller than this peg here, so... Yeah, I know, I'm shit at reviewing figures, but But, well, these grenades still have a place to go, so... I can just plug these in closer up, because of course, trying to do it at arm's length is going to be near impossible. There we go, so these go in the back as, I guess, exhaust pipes. And then this gun can go on either here, or on top of it if you want it further, or in one of the ports here, but let's just put it back here. So, yeah. And of course, this can take blast effects, so if I can just take a few. So of course, this gun can take a blast effect. Just trying not to break this off of here. And then these exhaust things can take blast effects. So, there you go. And honestly, I quite like how that looks. So, yeah. Oh. And, yeah, just be wary of, the gun falling to pieces. Now, for Javelin's accessories, well, she gets these 3 bits. And again, these just attach on like so. So this goes in front. This attaches on like so. Probably have that backwards, I'm not sure, but anyway, it forms this huge golden gun. I'm pretty sure that's just painted gold though. It's not going to be like fragile in a few years. But well, that just plugs on like so. And I just unpegged everything. God damn it. There we go. So now she's all armed up. And there's no other ports, so the only port that she has is, well, for the gun. So, yeah. And that's pretty much it for the vehicle modes. Overall, I definitely prefer Javelin's vehicle mode. Like, I still like Kaskade's vehicle mode, but, I mean, come on. Kaskade is a freaking, like, Tron motorcycle. So, yeah. Now, seeing how these are the only versions of the model I currently have, let's just move on to the transformations. So let's just start off by taking off the guns. Oh, there we go. And for Kaskade, remove the little canisters. And let's start off by transforming Kaskade. Now, if you've seen this mod, then you know how this goes. So, to start off, we're just going to get the hands out. Then, get the arms up. Flip this panel around, and that gets the head up. Take the back wheels and then just flip them around halfway. Spin the waist around. And tap the front so I can just So just get the front section untabbed. Flip around the front wheels. Move the feet down so she can stand. Take this entire back section, and yeah, she does have quite the backpack. So just move that up, fold this little front bit in. And these will just tab in like so, because we got these little pegs here that go into these little slots. So if I can actually just get that in. There we go. Get the arms down and the shoulders. So here we have Kaskade in robot mode. And moving on to Javelin. Now this transformation is definitely way more exciting. I mean, just the way that things like move around. So I'm just gonna start by getting the hands out. Untabbing these sections here. And just moving them up. Move the chest down. Open up this and get the head out. Untab this entire apparatus. Spin the waist around. Just collapse all this. Move this down. Like, I always get confused by this, but I'm just going to try and... So just... Oh, there we go. Then move the head forward. So this goes into that little slot there. And hopefully if you've done this right, then the chest is going to have slotted into here. So just getting that tabbed in, I'm just going to adjust the arms. Adjust the back. Let's just get these spun around like so. And then finally the legs, just get those untabbed. Just get those down like so. Pull this out, spin around the foot. And then just do the same here, so move the, move the foot like so. Spin the foot around, push this back in. So if I can just... So just finally getting the legs adjusted. Here we have Javelin in robot mode. And well, getting the two together. I think it's safe to say which one looks better. But of course, we still need to look at both of them in their robot mode, so let's start with Kaskade. And well, I think this is the only time that we can fully see her robot mode, because, as I've said, the comics don't really show her robot mode. They just show like her head and the top of her chest, and that's it. So, yeah. But, of course, this is the Siege Chromium mold, so it still has all the faults of that. So, we've got the big backpack right here. Got the leg kibble, which is, yeah, this is quite unsightly. And we even have the issue where if you try to move the waist, then, let's just say... I'm not going to make a joke about this. Other people have joked about this, but I'm not going to. So let's just say, why is that a separate piece? Like, seriously. Okay, moving on from that, let's just look at the head. And of course, the head has been retooled to look like the character. And she has, well, I'm not sure if that's like a monocle or just a weird thing on her eye, but I kind of like it. Pretty sure she had this in the comic as well. So, yeah. But another issue is, she has a weird collar thing, so if you try to move the head, well, she's gonna have to sort of move her head up if she wants to look around. Ooh. It's not as bad as the movie uses of the mold. Like, I think Nightbird had it the worst, but still. And again, we've got quite the backpack here. Now, one thing I do like is, I do quite like how the back wheels show themselves when you transform her. Like, that is something I quite like. But honestly, I feel like this figure is, yeah. Now, moving on to Javelin. And, oh my god. Straight off the bat, she just looks amazing. I mean, already, like, she was using a really good mold, which, unfortunately, I never got, even though I've got, like, most of the Bumblebee movie Cybertron figures, so, but still, right off the bat, she just, see, I'm speechless because, like, she's so amazing, but having a 360 of her, the backpack is, like, just much less obnoxious than Kaskade's is. In fact, like, she even has, like, really amazing looking heels made from the wheels. And that rhymes! Like, but seriously, the fact that she's got, like, some heel spurs made from the front wheels of the bike is just, I think that's a really nice touch. But look at the head. She's actually got quite a unique looking head sculpt. Like, I don't know if that's meant to be her eye or what. Like this yellow thing, but kind of reminds me of Whirl. I know, like a combination of G1 Whirl and Rescue Bots Academy Whirl. I don't know. But I actually quite like it. Like, it's a really unique head sculpt. And thankfully, compared to Kaskade, you don't need to go to jail if you accidentally knock something off. So that's definitely a plus. So already, I'm already preferring Kaskade over this thing. But what about the weapons? Well, of course, this being a siege weapon, we can like combine it in several ways, but I'm just going to leave it in this configuration. So you can just hold this, and with the two canisters, well, these can just go on these bits like so. I can actually get these on. So you can just tab on the sides. Like so. And then, of course, Javelin can also have her weapon. Well, granted, things don't start falling apart if you start manhandling it. So we just put this in her hand, although seeing how it's an open hand and compared to the closed fist of Kaskade, I'd probably say be careful in case like you break the thumb. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be fine. But yeah, so here we have the weapons. And these two actually look quite good together, even though Kaskade is... So, I think the only thing left now is the articulation. So, for Kaskade, well, if I can just take the gun off. Honestly, I feel like the backpack sort of gets in the way a little bit, but she can move her head, although she has to look up a little bit to move it. But it is on a ball joint. The arms can move. The bombs can fall off. Pretty sure that's what they're meant to be. The arms can move, although not fully. So she can more just raise around to get to the toilet or something. But she can T-pose. She's got elbows up to there. She can curl her hand in. She does have a waist articulation, but well, the waist piece doesn't move with it, and in the worst cases, falls off. Why was that removable again? I don't know. But anyway, she can kick forward. Can't really kick back at all because of the backpack. But she's got knees, which are sort of hindered because of this. Swivel there. She can do the splits. Really good pivot. And the foot can move. And that's basically it. And well, for a Javelin, and Kaskade fell over. Well, for Javelin's articulation, it head's on a ball joint, so she can look around. She can sort of look up. Of course, the arms can move, although, of course, all this gets in the way. She's got elbows, bicep rotation. Again, the hands can curl in. Much better waist articulation because she's not hindered by a weird piece. She can kick forward. She can actually kick back. Of course, she can do the splits. Swivel there. Not as good knee, I think. Although, at least it's not hindered by anything. Again, really good pivot, and that's pretty much it. So, yeah. Now, which one do I prefer? I mean, come on, which one do you think I prefer? Like, Javelin just looks better overall in both modes. She poses better, in my opinion. It's a better mold. Definitely Javelin. I mean, I'd say that Kaskade's transformation is easier, but like that still, like everything else is less about her. Suppose she does have ports on her for like stuff like weaponizers and all that, but still, I'd overall just say that Javelin's the better figure. So, yeah. Plus, I'm pretty sure that Javelin was in the original IDW series, so you can buy her to add her to your IDW. Like, if you have a collection of IDW figures like Tarn, you can add her to that collection. Whereas with Kaskade, I don't know, hit her with a hammer or something. Okay, I'm joking there, but yeah, I'd say buy this for Javelin because. Yeah, this is definitely not a good figure. This is not a good mold. sort of making me glad that we're getting a Chromia now, even though it's just a Prowl redeco. So, yeah. Well, this has been my review on the Legacy Evolution Deadeye Duel 2-pack. And this is Charlie Young, signing off.